Hi there and welcome to the Car Advice Garage. I'm Tegan Lawson with a look at what's making news headlines this week. Coming up, pedestrian safety in the spotlight. The electric vehicle race is on, and a giant toy garage. First up though, speculation continues as we wait for the official announcement on what will replace the Australian-made Ford Territory. Local manufacturing will shut down in October this year, and an overseas model known as the Ford Edge is pretty much a shoo-in for our market. It's slightly shorter than the Territory, and rather than 7 seats it has 5, but the boot space is generous. The problem is that Toyota owns the rights to the Edge badge in Australia. Could this see the Territory name continue? Well, hopefully an announcement will be made soon, with a replacement expected to land on our shores in the first half of next year. The 2017 Renault Clio is set to arrive here by early next year, and it was revealed during the week. Much of the look is unchanged, though there's new LED lighting, a revised front bumper and a few tweaks to the rear too. Inside, Renault says there are higher quality materials and 3 infotainment system options will be available across all trim levels. We'll get more information closer to the local launch. Well, it's not often that we hear much from Proton, but there was a blip on the radar this week with a few changes for the 2016 Suprima S hatchback and Exora MPV. Suprima S prices have dropped. The range now starts at $17,990 drive away for the GXA. That's almost $4,000 cheaper, while the top spec GXRA is almost $6,000 less than it was previously. The base model Exora MPV now has a reversing camera and daytime running lights, but loses the DVD player and alloy wheels that were standard. The top spec gets a new grey leather trim and alloy wheels. Pricing across the Exora range hasn't changed. A big call from Mercedes-Benz. It expects to increase electric vehicle battery capacity almost 3 times faster than Tesla's predictions. Mercedes-Benz is tipping a 14% increase each year, doubling battery energy density and electric vehicle range every 5 years. Last year, Tesla said it expects a 5% increase each year. Well, the race is on. Meanwhile, Mercedes-Benz also made it clear naturally aspirated engines are history. For the German car maker, investment in and development of non-turbo engines is done and dusted. Well, now for a sneak peek. This week, the third generation 2017 Citroen C3 was spotted testing on public roads in Europe. It's the first time we've caught a glimpse of it. It's hard to get a good idea of what it will look like. There's even a false window line into the C-pillar. At the Nürburgring, the 4th generation 2018 Audi A8 was also fully decked out in camouflage. Quite a wide and defined grille, angular headlights. Doesn't give a whole lot away though. Well, we've seen this before in the US, and here it is again, this time in Germany. The 2017 Kia GT sports sedan looks a lot like the 2011 GT concept, a long bonnet and coupe-like roofline. This rear-wheel drive could make its debut at the Paris Motor Show this year, and Kia has confirmed we will see it in Australia. Well, the New South Wales government is taking a drastic step to help protect pedestrians that are distracted by their phones. In-ground traffic lights will be installed at busy pedestrian crossings in the Sydney CBD. The trial is part of a wider campaign to reduce road trauma. The lights in the ground will work with existing signals to remind pedestrians to look up and check the road they're about to step onto. Or maybe people could just pay attention to where they're going and what they're doing. Well, Honda is having a bit of fun with its Goodwood Festival of Speed display. The Japanese car maker has designed a giant toy garage. It's a nod to the Fisher-Price design of the 70s and the 80s. Now, I'm sure plenty of us remember those. It's 10 metres tall with 3 floors, a ramp, a tower, and of course it will be filled with cars and motorbikes, including the new NSX. That's a life-size toy that I would love to have. You'll find these stories and more news and reviews at CarAdvice.com. I'll be back with more news headlines next week. Until then, remember, if you've been leading a conga line of cars for kilometres, overtaking lane ahead does not mean speed up, just like overtaking lane ends does not mean slow down.